Irishman93 here. Today, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 goalies in the NHL right now. This is a list that I came up with that took me about 3 hours to make. I didn't really read off stats. I basically went through what teams made the playoffs, what teams did really good in the playoffs, what teams got far, especially the teams that had the really good goalies in the playoffs. I have the list here. I have a lot of good players on this list. Some you would probably know if you watch hockey a lot. If you don't watch hockey, you'll probably know these names just from watching certain games of the finals of the playoffs. So yeah, most of these guys had really good years. I think let's see how many didn't. Two goalies of the teams did not make the playoffs, and they were both on the same team at the time. And then the one got traded, and the one is still on the team. So yeah. So let's go through the list. I'm gonna go from number 10 to number 1, and at number 10 I have Cam Talbot of the Edmonton Oilers. One of the reasons why I have Talbot is basically because he was one of the main reasons why the Oilers made the playoffs. I mean, with their defense and McDavid with 100 points, a lot of their players, Draisaitl, Maroon, Kajula had a good year. A lot of good players did really well in the Oilers, and that was probably one of the main reasons. They also had really good goaltending with Talbot. So yeah, number 9 I have Ben Bishop. The reason I have Bishop there is because one, he got traded, and then I believe he was hurt, so he probably could have went before the number 8 spot, but he kind of let off. But back in 2015, he was one of the best goalies in the league when they took Tampa to the finals. Plus, they had really good scoring at the time, and yeah, so that's why I have Bishop at number 9. At number 8, I have Devin Dubnyk of the Minnesota Wild. Dubnyk had a really good year for the Wild. He did really well, especially with their defense and the offense clicking. They did make it to the first round, but ended up losing in 5 games. 5 games to the Blues. It was either 5 or 6. I think it was 5. But yeah, I mean, he did pretty well for them to get to that overtime. And Game 5, if you didn't watch it, but it went to overtime and Blues scored. So yeah. At number 7, I have Sergei Bobrovsky on the Columbus Blue Jackets. The reason I have Bobrovsky at 7 is because there's a lot better goalies than him, even though he did win the Vezina, but there is other goalies that have won the Vezina. And Bobrovsky had a really good year for the Blue Jackets. One of the main reasons why they made the playoffs. Yeah, so. At number 6, I have Braden Holtby of the Washington Capitals. Holtby had a really good year. It's just the Capitals always choke, and second round they always lose in the second round. So yeah, that's probably why Holtby is pretty low. He could have been higher, but again, I mean, the team in front of him was good in the regular season, but in the playoffs they suck. So yeah. At number 5, I have Henrik Lundqvist on the New York Rangers. Lundqvist, he's good when he needs to be. But the problem is that he's getting really old, and he's the only person that the Rangers are basically going to be they're basically the only player on the Rangers that's basically going to get them as far as they need to, because they're losing scoring. Rick Nash had a terrible year. I mean, he was decent. He wasn't that bad, but he was pretty bad. I mean, just games where they just had big leads. I think they had like a 5-3 lead against Ottawa. They lost that game in like the last 2 minutes. They lost that game. It's just, I mean, a lot of bad things went not the Rangers' way, and that was basically why Lundqvist is at 5. I mean, Lundqvist is a great goalie. It's just he can't hold on for this long, and I think he's like 32 now, maybe 30, and he's just gonna fall apart one day. And the Rangers are just gonna probably have to rebuild, because I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs this year. I really don't. And if they do, it'll be like the last couple games of the season. It's not gonna be good for them. But at number 4, I have Jonathan Quick of the Los Angeles Kings. Um, as I said, as I said before, the two goalies that were on the same team, Quick and Bishop, but they were there not for long until LA traded them, which was completely stupid. But yeah, Bishop is probably or Quick. I'm sorry, Quick is probably one of the best flexible goalies in the league, maybe the best. Um, Quick is definitely able to. Quick is something, man. He's able to get over quickly. He had a couple really good saves this year. He had that one against Arizona where he kicked his leg like another 4 feet to the other side and saved it with the skate. It was amazing. Um, he's really flexible in net, but he's small. That's the thing. I don't know how tall he is, but he's really small in net, but he's able to cover a lot of the net because it looks like it's the way he does his butterfly stance. It looks like it's easier for him to like make saves. I mean, he's really flexible, as I said, but he's probably one of the best goalies in the league. He did get hurt at the beginning of the season in the first game, so he was out for a while. That's probably why the Kings didn't make the playoffs. But yeah. So yeah, at number three, I have Matt Murray of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Sadly, Murray's that high, but Murray's good, man. He's a rookie, and he already has 2 cups in his first 2 years. He's going into his third year. Him and Fleury kind of battled for first starter, not first. They started at like number one goalie basically. Um, Both of them really weren't. I mean, Fleury was hot at times. Murray was basically the reason why they won the cup in 16 and one of the main reasons in 17. Um, Pittsburgh is just gonna continue to probably. I don't know if they're gonna. I hope they don't win this year, but they might again. Sadly, if they do, they're definitely a dynasty. It's just one of the things where if I mean Pittsburgh just got hot in 16. They just got hot at the right time, and then in 17 it was basically the same thing. It's just they had a lot better players that helped. Um, but Matt Murray did well. Yeah, he's probably one of the best goalies in the league now, especially because he has 2 Stanley Cups already, and he's still a rookie. He's only going into his third year. So yeah. At number two, I have Pekka Rinne. One of the reasons I have Rinne above Murray is because one, Rinne has more experience, and two, Rinne is the better goalie. Even though Murray has more cups, Rinne is the better goalie. Rinne's been playing for a lot longer. Rinne, as I said, has more experience. He's definitely more flexible, makes a lot of good saves. Kept Nashville as long as he could. They just couldn't score in Game 6. And then a couple last minute, Hornqvist scored that goal, and then they lost in the finals. So I don't think Nashville will make the finals again this year, especially losing Gene Daniil at the expansion draft. Probably one of their main offensive players. They will have Ryan Johansson back, though, which will definitely help. And Forsberg, Subban as well. Arvidsson, a lot of good players on their team. Also, Kevin Fiala's back from the injury in the playoffs, too. So, yeah, that will be good. And at number one, I have Carey Price of the Montreal Canadiens. I've wanted to say this a lot, but I just don't think I can. Price is the best goalie in the world. Price is insane. Just the way Price plays and the way he makes saves. I mean, like, there's goalies. Like, when I watch Flyers games, I know that sometimes the Flyers are going to get shut out. And that's either if they play, sometimes when they play the Rangers, and whenever it's Lundqvist, or back, like when, a while ago, I forget when they played. They played, I think it was Montreal, and Price was in that. I think they lost like 3-0 or something like that, or like 3-1. Yeah, I mean, it's just the way Price is. He's very flexible, like Quick and Rinne. Um, Lundqvist probably could have been like that, but again, Lundqvist is 32, 30. He's like 30 to 32. I don't really know his age, but yeah, Price is a really good goalie. Price is probably one of the reasons why Montreal got back from that slump they had for about a month or two, and then Pacioretty got hot as well. So yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why I have Price at number one. A lot of people probably put Price at number one, but Price is one of the best goalies in the world. It's just the way Price plays. He's so calm in the net. He's very confident when he plays. he doesn't squirm and move all over. He stays still and he just makes saves, and it's just a way that he's able to do things, and it obviously helps them because they win a lot, and especially when he's in net, and they got a lot of pucks getting stopped. So hopefully you guys like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Uh, I don't know which one I'm gonna do next. Hopefully it'll be either defenseman or offenseman. But yeah. So hopefully you guys like this video. Oh, sorry, I had that little battery thing come up. Hope you guys like this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Sorry about that. My mom was calling me, but I didn't know she was home. But anyway, hopefully you guys like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.